the thief cometh not but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. But I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. St. John 10, verse 10. Are there any questions?
Hey, watch it, baby. This cat is heavy on religion.
I can see this has become a struggle between good and evil. Satan has a question.
Yes, sir, Chaplain Gill, but since neither one of us are God, I don't think either one of us are in any position to say who's good and who's evil.
Why don't you just ask your question?
We were discussing the disciples. What color were they?
Well, I don't think we know that for certain.
But they were Hebrews, were they not?
That's right.
As was Jesus. Jesus was also a Hebrew.
Why don't you just ask your question?
What color were the original Hebrews?
I have told you that we don't know that for certain.
Then you can't believe for certain that Jesus was white.
Just a moment. God is white. Isn't it obvious?
Well, that is obvious, but we don't know if it's obvious that God is white. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us that Jesus did not have blonde hair and blue eyes. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us that the images of Jesus that are on prison walls and churches throughout the world are not historically correct, because history teaches us that Jesus was born in a region where the people had color. There's proof in the very Bible that you ask us to read in Revelation, 1st chapter, verse 14 and 15, that Jesus had hair like wool and feet the color of brass.
Just what are you saying?
I'm not saying anything. I'm proving to you that Jesus was not, and I might quote one of our Indian brothers, he was not a paleface. Amen.
Isn't that interesting?
All right, Shalom. All right, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawahshi, Bahashem, Kakudash. I'd like to say double honors to my apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. I'd like to say peace and salutation to the hopeful elect that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity, all right? This is Sharkabar with another lesson, that the motivational whistle, that the Spirit had me think of this movie, Malcolm X, which Denzel Washington, he played Malcolm X during the time of the movie Malcolm X, all right? It says, what color was Jesus, which the world ignorantly call him Jesus, but his original name is Yahawahshi, all right? And the Spirit jumped on me to do this lesson. And you got, most of our people think that the Lord, the Lord himself still a white man. Still, some people think that he's mixed with Arab. Some people think he's olive color and all that stuff, man. But a lot of our people still got that that slave syndrome, man. What name I can say it? That syndrome, that slave mentality, man. All right, that's how I can put it. All right, it's a name for for a Jake. You know what I'm saying? The Uncle Thomas type slave mentality, man. Okay. And Jake going around thinking thinking that the Most High is white, and God is white, and Yahawahshi, he was Yahawahshi, what they call him Jesus, think he's a spirit, which that's all madness, man. All right. I'm basically because he said what color are the disciples, because Jesus, which his name is Yahawahshi, come out of Judah. All right, that people ignorantly call him Jesus Christ, which is not his name. All right, that's a Greek title. All right, which means savior, man. All right, but it's basically people still dead-minded to the fact that the Lord himself was a white man and all this stuff, man. All right, and we living in 2019. It's about to be 2020. So if you believe that the Lord is a cracker, then you ought to be destroyed, man. Okay. But I'm gonna go to the scriptures to prove that the real Jews are dark skinned. All right. I'm gonna go to so really this book, the Bible, is a basically a so-called black man's book. All right. This is Jeremiah, and I'm gonna start at 14 chapter at the first verse. It says, "The word of the Most High that came to Jeremiah concerning the Dirith. Judah mourneth." All right, Judah is the short name for Jew. All right, because when Denzel Washington asked him what color are the real Jews, man. All right, and before that, he was reading John 10:10. The devil come to steal and kill and destroy. Basically, he's cutting himself, man, because that's talking about Esau. Esau's the damn devil. So, all right, because he came to steal, kill, and destroy, and that's exactly what he doing. But furthermore, it say Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. All right, the gates means no leadership, because we don't have no leadership in this time, man. All right, our leaders failed us, man, like Martin Luther King, not Janet Jackson, Jesse Jackson. Okay, all these political black leaders failed us, man. All right, so we don't have no leaders. It say Judah mourneth, the gates thereof languish, they are black unto the ground. So what color is the soil? Black. So if you go deeper to the soil, it gets darker and darker, man. Okay. So to prove that the real Jews are black, man. All right. It says Judah mourneth, which we are, which we mourning. We mourning right now in these captivity. It said, and the gates thereof languish, they are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is going up. All right, that's during the time of when the Romans ransacked our temple and stuff, man. All right, and scattered us abroad, man. All right, we had to flee from Roman persecution, but the main proof is, man, that the real Jews are black, man. So-called black, so-called Negroes, so-called Negroes, man. All right, which is dark skin, different shades of brown. All right. So Judah is a short name for Jew, okay? That's why he asked him what color are the real Jews. The real Jews are Hebrews, man. All right. And the deception that's been going on since the Renaissance period, how they whitewashed the Renaissance, which means rebirth after the rulership, of us, our people. Then that's when Esau came into rulership. That's when he started whitewashing the prophets, the angels, the Lord, you know what I'm saying? Yahawahshi, okay, making them white, okay? So I'm gonna go to Wisdom of Solomon. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to Wisdom of Solomon real quick. I'm gonna go to Wisdom of Solomon. If it pop up. There you go. All right. I'm starting Wisdom of Solomon 14. Wisdom of Solomon right here, chapter 14. I'm gonna start at 8. All right. It says, "But that which is made with hands is cursed." Okay. So these Edomites, man, when they did the whitewashing of the prophets and the angels and the Lord Himself and apostles, man, okay, they cursed, man. That's a curse. As well, it as He made it, as He that made it. He, because He made it, and it because being corruptible, it was called God, man, the Most High. So basically, when they made Jesus, so-called Jesus, man, they made Yahawahshi white, man. They call it the Most High. They call it God, man. All right. That's why people, you know what I'm saying? That's why Malcolm X, which is Denzel Washington, cut him, said, hey, they put this all over prison walls and different homes and churches. They call it God, man. All right. Then you got our people worshiping this, which is called Caesar Borgia, man. Cesare Borgia. Okay. During the time of the original Crime Family, which is it's a HBO. It was an HBO series called the Borgia Family, man. Okay. It says, "But that which is made with hands is cursed, as well it as he that made it. He, because he made it, and it because being corruptible, it was called God." All right. It says, For the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike hateful unto God. So these Edomites hated the Most High. They knew the Most High was a black man, man. They knew this. They knew the Most High and his son was dark-skinned men. Okay, and they hated, and they are ungodly. Okay, so this is the reason why they whitewashed and deceived the whole world, man, with this type of madness, man. Okay, it says this. It says, "For that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it." Okay, so what happened? What's going to happen is, they all died, so they reincarnated. When the Lord come back, they're gonna get punished for that, man. All right, making the angels white, making them, making the angels naked with wings, with their butt showing and shit, with curly hair, man. All right, flying in the sky and stuff like that, man. And they and basically making the angel, turning the angels white, which I just said just now. All right, with curly hair, baby angel with his behind showing and stuff, man. All right. They say, "For that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it." So the Lord's gonna pay a visit to these Edomites, man, that made the messed up iconoclasm, man. All right. The real iconoclasm is in Russia. Okay. So this is some European madness, man. It say, "Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation, because in the creatures of the Most High they are become an abomination and a stumbling block to the souls of men, and a snare, which is a trap to the feet of the unwise." So you got these in different church buildings. You got it in Jake too. Jake got these different paintings, these whitewashed paintings in their buildings too, man. And you also got it in your grandma's house, your grandfather's house. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, man, way before I came to the truth, man, my mother, she had a picture of white Jesus, man. All right, Edomite Christ, man. You know what I'm saying? And I took that frame and put it down on his face down, and she got mad. Okay, so that proved that Esau deceived the whole world, man, with these Renaissance, man. Okay, so the Lord is going to visit, these Edomites that did these things, man. Okay, so that's why these churches in a stumbling block, because they believe, the Lord, which is ignorantly called Jesus Christ, Yahawahshi, is a white Lord, man, that's going to come out the sky and save them, man. Which they don't know no history. They suffer for the lack of knowledge, man. Okay. It said, "Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation." All right. These other nations, man. All right. And then you got Rio de Janeiro. We got the big tall statue Christ, you know what I'm saying, on top of the mountain. And you know why that lightning strike hit that big tall Caesar Borgia, man. Okay. That was a chariot, man. A chariot. The Lord commanded that chariot to knock that big statue down, man. Rio de Janeiro, and they Israelites as well. Okay. It says, shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of the Most High they are becoming an abomination. Okay, which is wicked, man. All right, filthy, and stumbling block to the souls of men, and a snare to the feet of the unwise. So you unwise if you think that God Himself is a white man or Edomite, man. You unwise, man. Okay. It says, "For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life." Okay, so that's a spiritual fornication, man. You worshiping the idol, which is this, man. All right, this the idol that our people worshiping. This part of it, this part of it right here, man. This the picture. It went off, but they ain't nothing but Satan, man, trying to, throw a monkey wrench in my lesson. But I'm gonna keep going. But you know who Caesar Borgia is, man. All right. But I'm gonna go to the Renaissance, the rebirth, how they did it. They said the greatest artists of Renaissance period. All right. So I'm gonna read a little bit. So the term of the Renaissance means rebirth, and is the period of Europe's history. I wanted to go back to that movie clip, but seemed like Say be throwing be trying to throw monkey because he don't want this to come out. But I'm gonna keep pushing. It said the term of Renaissance means rebirth, and it's the period of Europe's history. Right after the Middle Ages, during this time, society turned to classical teaching, world exploration, shalakia, and cultural achievements in language, art, and science. This period was rooted in Italy and lasted from the 14th century until the 17th century AD. It provided an important stepping stone into the modern history. Wealthy patrons from Florence sponsored writers and artists so that they could pursue their interests. This renewed knowledge of ancient Rome and Greek cultures gave way to humanism and the appreciation of human achievement and expression. Artists employed these principles in their work. Some of these artists went on to become very famous during their lives, some after. This article takes a look at some of the greatest Renaissance artists have to have lived. All right. So Leonardo da Vinci, you know what I'm saying? If you brothers want to go in and say World Atlas, all right, I'm going to name these, man. Michelangelo, he was one of the writers, all right? He was one of the artists. Hieronymus Bosch, all right? The legacy of art today. Raphael, Donatello, Titan. And these the ones that the ones that did the Last Supper. Leonardo da Vinci, he the one that did the Last Supper. 12 disciples was white, and you got Jesus was white. David, the crucifixion, virgin, the child, Donatello. They whitewashed these, man. And this go back to the scriptures, man. This go back to Wisdom of Solomon 14:8. Okay. All right. It says, but that which is made with hands is cursed, as well it as he that made it. He, because he made it, and it because being corruptible, it was called God. So these men, these Edomite men, all right, did all this, man. They fulfilled prophecy, man. And that's what happened. And they're gonna pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's called reincarnation, and they own this earth today. So I ain't gonna read the whole thing, but it's a good read. The chapels, you know what I'm saying? This how the popes of Rome, all right, they had something to do with kind of the Renaissance period and stuff. The Leonardo da Vinci 16th century painting of the Mona Lisa is perhaps one of the most famous visual art pieces from the Renaissance. Okay. So for whoever brothers want to whoever watch this, man, want to read about this, and this according to the scriptures, man. All right. So yeah, the Lord's gonna pay y'all a visit, man. All right, he gonna destroy y'all, man, for this, man. All right. I'm gonna go to John. Salakia. I'm gonna go to John chapter 14 and 8. John 14 and 8. John 14 and 8, it says, Philip saith unto him, Lord, shew us the Father, and it sufficeth us. And Yahawahshi said unto him, Have I been so long time with you, and yet hast thou not known me, Philip? All right. Yahawahshi said, how long you been knowing me, Philip? Okay. So you've been here a long time with me, you know. You should know, who the Father is. All right. He said, he that have seen me have seen the Father. And how sayest thou then, shew us the Father? He said, how you gonna say show us the Father and I resemble the Father, man? All right. It says, believest thou not that I am in the Father, and the Father in me? The words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself, but the Father dwelleth in me, he doeth the works. So Yahweh dwelleth in Yahawahshi, man. Okay. So he let Philip know that, hey, you see me, you see Yahweh, man. We the same image. All right. We the same image, man. And the cut for you churches, man, that think that the Lord that you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, which his actual name is Yahawahshi, all right, was a spirit that walked the earth, man, which that's BS, all right? So he told Philip, man, if you see me, you see the Father. So basically, you looking at Yahweh too, all right? I'm gonna go to Romans 1:3. This is a cut for you churches, man. It says, Romans 1, I'm going to start 1:1. Say, Paul is servant of Yahawahshi HaMashiach, called to be an apostle, separated unto the gospel of the Most High, which he had promised afore by his prophets in the holy scriptures, concerning his son, Yahawahshi HaMashiach, our Lord, which was made of the seed of David, according to the flesh. So that'll let you, that's a cut right there, man, to you wacky Christians, man, wacky tacky Christians, man, that think that the Lord, you know what I'm saying, Yahawahshi was only a spirit walking the earth. He was in the flesh, man. He came out the seed of David. The seed, all right? The seed of David, man. Okay? Sperma. All right? Let's go. There's metaphorically a seed. Go back to the Greek word sperma, all right? Metaphorically a seed residue or a few survivors reserved as a germ of the next generation. Just a seed is kept from the harvest of the sowing. Okay? So Yahawahshi come out the seed of David, the generation of David, man. All right? It says, a product of this semen, seed, children, offspring, progeny, family, tribe. Okay? So guess what? Yahawahshi come out the tribe of Judah. David come out the tribe of Judah, all right? Prosperity. Whatsoever possesses vital force of life, giving power, divine energy of the Holy Spirit, all right? Operating within the soul by which we are regenerated, man. All right? Come out the seed of David, man. All right? Generations. Okay? I think it's in Matthew, I believe, that he one of the 42 generations of David, man. Okay? So he come out the seed of David. All right, so that'll let you churches know, man, that Yahawahshi, which I earthly call Jesus Christ, and wasn't no spirit, man. All right, he was actually walking the earth 2,000 years ago. All right, so that's one hit or quit I want to bring out. So I'm gonna go to Daniel 79. I'm gonna bank it off John 4:8. If you see me, you see the Father. All right, let's go to Daniel. This proved that the Lord himself, Yahweh, was a black man. All right, a black so-called Negro, or ultimate Jake. All right, let's go to Daniel 79. It says, I beheld to the thrones. Now this the Lord himself, Yahweh. Okay, I beheld to the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. All right, why they call him the Ancient of Days? All right, he's way before time, man. Okay, he created time before time ever existed, man. Okay, that's why he call him the Ancient of Days. Did sit, woe's garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head was like a pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. Okay, so Daniel seen Yahweh, man. how Yahweh really looked through the spirit, man. All right, that'll let you know Yahweh himself was a dark-skinned man. So who all on this earth got woolly hair? Negroes, man. No other, no other race but Negroes got woolly hair, man. All right, so that proved that the Lord himself is dark skinned, man, real black. All right, so-called black, dark skin. All right, let's go see. Let's see who so-called Jesus Christ that y'all earthly call him look like, man, which is Yahawahshi. Let's go to Revelations 1-13. It says, in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man. Well, that 7 candlestick represents the 7 Asia Minor, seven churches of Asia Minor. All right, and in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot. And this description of the Lord, his Son. All right, it says, in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with the girdle. So this is the description of so-called Jesus Christ, whose name is Yahawahshi. All right, his head and his hairs were white like wool. All right, that's a cut, man. That'll let you know that Yahawahshi had woolly hair, nappy woolly hair, man. His beard was woolly. All right, as white as snow. All right, because his hair is white, his beard is white. That's a lot of wisdom. Okay, his eyes were a flame of fire. Okay, you know, it goes back to him, you know what I'm saying? Hey, drinking a lot of wine. Okay, that man, you drink a lot of wine, your eyes turn red, man. Okay, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they was burnt in the furnace. So that proves, so if you throw brass in the fire for a long period of time, what color is going to turn? Dark. Okay, so John the Revelator described who so-called Jesus Christ looked like, which his name is Yahawahshi, looks like, man. And his feet like unto fine brass, and if they burn in a furnace, and his voice as a sound of many waters, because you know his voice carried through the land. Okay, he ain't need no loudspeaker, like you other camps be having, man. All right, his voice carried. You know, you can hear him 3, 4, 20 blocks away, man. You know. But yeah, man, I would just, you know, this spirit, there was the spirit, man, telling me to do this lesson, man, that prove that the Lord himself, which is named Yahweh, and his son Yahawahshi is dark-skinned men, man. All right. And then you know, Yahawahshi in his angelic form right now. Okay. That's why the Lord said, you ain't gonna meet me as a man. You're gonna come in his angelic being, and he's gonna destroy this place, man. He's gonna destroy the wicked. You know, for deceiving the whole world, man. Okay. I'm gonna go to 2 Corinthians. This is my last scripture. I'm gonna close out. 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices," man. And one of his devices is this, man. All right, his Renaissance period. Okay. Changing and whitewashing the prophets, the apostles, and the Lord and his son, man. Okay. You know, I'm a read this too, man. This is a interesting, you know, read right here, man. That'll let you know the time periods, the name of the artist, the year, the birth, the death of them, the most notable artwork that they did. Okay. All right. So this is a good read. Just to let you know, man, this is a good read, man. All right, so hey, this they device that they made Yahawahshi white, his Lord, the Lord himself, Yahweh white, and then you know most of our people are ignorant of that device, and that device carried on through centuries, man. And then you know Esau did a number on you niggas, man. All right, and we was once lost. Okay, we was once thinking that the Lord was a white man and all that stuff, man. Okay, so we not ignorant of y'all devices, man. All right, so basically, man, with that, I like to say, Lord Yahawahshi, Ba'ashim Kakadash Bakata. Hope y'all was edified. Shalom.